Yesterday we started this Tiger Woods problem, and I believe we got through part B in your notes. These looked kind of funny yesterday, so I edited it so it would look a little closer to what your notes look like. And we answered part B, so let's do part C through E. C is actually very easy, although many people get upset with the answer. So we would write this question in proportion notation form like this. And we want to say, since there is no lower bound or upper bound, it's just one value, the answer is actually 0. So in terms of needing an interval, like we need width to give this thing area, because proportion and percent corresponds to area under the curve. There's no width in 290 because that's one specific value on a continuous number line. Like, that is way different from this question. So if I was to ask this question, this has width to it. And I think that's like a microscopic probability. But that one does have an answer. We could calculate it. I'm not going to do it the z-score way. But if we were to pull up normal CDF and type in the Tiger Woods statistics and treat it kind of like a multiple choice, because on a free response, you're supposed to find the z-scores, but for the sake of time, let's just look at a curiosity. We get a bunch of zeros and then 5 zeros, so it's still approximately 0. So I hope that helps you feel reassured about that answer and that it's 0. What percent travel less than 297? So this is a typical problem right here. Now up above, we already defined the distribution. We defined it as normal. We said it had a mean of 304 and a standard deviation of 8. By the way, that's shorthand. You can write it like that. You don't have to redefine it once you have already done that above. So on part D, we just want to find the z-score of 297. So you got to show me this work. And you end up getting negative 875. And when you use normal CDF, you get 1908. Now they wanted a percent, so let's change it to a percent. And we got it. On this problem, I'm grading the answer, this work, and the question. So 3 things. Part E, you got to be creative. This is referring to the 90th percentile, right? Inverse normal, you don't have to write this part, only works with percentiles. So that's a little note you might add to your formula chart. And this question is basically asking, what drive distance represents the 90th percentile? So in your calculator, right underneath normal CDF is the function inverse normal. Type in an area of 0.9 to represent the 90th percentile, and that gives you a z-score of 1.2816. Now I totally realize you could type in Tiger's mean and his standard deviation and get the answer outright, but we need to show work, so we need to do a tiny bit of algebra here. to get full credit. So this is a backwards problem, and we need to solve for x. So we're going to multiply both sides by 8. And then we'll add 304 to both sides, and we end up getting a drive of 314.3 yards. So on this problem, you need to show me somehow the question. You can write it a few different ways. I guess I'll take this kind of notation as well. Either or. You just need to somehow show me that you understand we're looking at the 90th percentile. Show me at least setting up the equation and the answer. So I'm looking for 3 things in this problem. All right. That was about all we did. We may have gone further, but that's enough for this video. Bye.